Hello, everybody. Spider here, DeFi Car Podcast, coming to you once again. I'm in San Antonio, Texas, being joined by soon-to-be amateur kickboxer, Muay Thai fighter, Lindsey Michele, of course. Thank you for coming on board.
Hi. Thank you for having me.
No, not a problem. I brought you in for a few reasons. One of them, of course, I wanted to ask how the weather is in Florida. How's it going out there?
Oh, it's hot. It's hot.
And where about in Florida did you say you were at?
I live in Ocala, Florida right now, and I train in Ocala and also in Hudson, Florida.
Okay, and I used to live in Florida, back in the 90s. We lived on south of Tampa, like, what was it, Sarasota, Siesta Key, Venice Beach. Where about are you at? Are you like north of Florida or south?
North.
North? Okay. Okay.
Central.
No, so believe me, it was always raining when I was out there. I don't know what the deal was with that. But of course, I brought you on here. You're going to be making your amateur debut. Once again, this is going to be for the Nature Coast Fight League on May 21st. Now, how long have you been training?
For about a year and a half, actually. I was starting doing mostly Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and doing Muay Thai kickboxing like twice a week. And then I'd say in January of this year, I really started going more hard with kickboxing and boxing and any kind of class available to me. Started training at two different gyms, 12 Rounds Boxing Inc. in Ocala and Smith Brothers Combat Sports in Hudson, Florida.
No, yeah, and when you first started training, was this for a reason for it? Were you trying to get in shape? Were you trying to learn self-defense? What was the reason for it?
I got one of my sons involved in it, and I actually was pregnant watching him, and I actually just had my fifth son. And then I started a month later, started training. So it's kind of something just for me to do besides just being a mom.
Oh, no, and you're already there, so you might have. No. And one of the things I always bring up is because even here, my studio's inside a training facility, and the parents always are watching their kids. So I figured, why not just jump in there, right? You're already here at the gym.
Yes, absolutely.
And now, of course, you said you're going to be making your debut in either kickboxing or Muay Thai. You started in Jiu-Jitsu. Why stand-up? Is that something you kind of lean more towards in your training?
I grew up fighting. I love to fight. And yeah, I don't know. I just love it.
No, sure, and I'm sure. You take you get your rounds in at the gym. You train with a lot of great people. What's the ratio out there when it comes to male female? Are there enough women for you to train with at the gym?
They come and go. I've got a couple that I can train with consistently, but I've got a lot of awesome guys at both gyms. I've got a great coach that spars with me and gives me hell. So,
oh yeah. Yeah, and talking about hell, you just came up with a nickname the other day. What is it?
Hell's Belle, Lindsey, Hell's Belle, Michele.
Okay, and who came up with that?
A lot of names, but my coach / manager over at Smith Brothers actually came up with that, and at first I was like, I don't know, but then it just started sticking to me. I really like it.
No, yeah, for sure. Of course. You said your teammates, your coach, they give you a hug at the gym, so why not, right?
Definitely.
And now, when it comes to training, I'm pretty sure the guys don't take it easy on you. So, does that work both ways? You give them hell as well?
I heard a couple of them.
And now, again, of course, you have kids. You're a mother. If your kids were to get into this years later, would this be something you'd be behind?
Oh yeah, I'm always for it. I think it's great for kids, adults, for anybody. Honestly, it's a great outlet for so many things. So, yeah.
Yeah, you see, and that's one of the things I always bring up. Because martial arts, whether it's kickboxing, judo, jiu-jitsu, it is still martial arts. It's a stress reliever. Like you said, you have a long day at work. You go train, leave it at the gym. That way you go home and you can sleep at night. And now, and let me ask you, of course, now once again, you're going to be making your amateur debut, but are you looking to stay busy, or is this just going to be like like a bucket list type thing?
I'm taking it one day at a time, but I have no plans on stopping. So, just getting started.
Oh, no, for sure. Of course. And when it comes to training, how often do you train? I know you said you have two gyms you travel to, but how many? Like, what's your schedule like?
I train mostly in the mornings, but 5 to 6 days a week I'm in one of the gyms.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. And I know I was reading your page the other day, and I think it was one of your coaches that said that you travel like 3 hours, like to and four.
Hudson, yeah, it's an hour and a half drive to there. And I have
Wow.
to leave
And
at 6:45 a.m. to get there on time.
you see, and yeah, that's amazing because of course, I mean, not a lot of people do that. I mean, there's people that live within the city, and it's like it's too much traffic, and they don't go that day. But not you, right?
I love it. I really love it. Like it is just a passion. It is something that I'm so grateful for. And at first, didn't think that I could really go anywhere. I'm getting older. I've got kids, and I've just taken every opportunity, and I'm just really thankful for everybody. So.
Oh no, but by all means, I mean that's one of the things in life. I mean, if there's an opportunity, we might as well take it because later on you'll have regret. So the fact that you're doing this, it's pretty awesome.
Thank you.
Now, let me ask you, when it comes to, I mean, obviously, I'm sure you have teammates and coaches that you look up to in the fight game. Is there anybody out there in the bigger promotion like UFC, PFL, Bellator that you look up to when it comes to fighting?
I lived in St. Louis years back, and I had my two oldest sons now. They were only like 4 and 5 at the time. I brought them to a gym out there, and they started working with Joaquin Buckley from UFC.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So he's always just somebody we love, because he sat there and worked with them one-on-one. He worked with me one-on-one, and he was always so great with them. And still to this day asks how they're doing. So I'd say him.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I can definitely appreciate that. Now, once again, I mean, when it comes to you said you have an hour drive or 3 hour back and forth. What do you listen to on the way out there? What kind of music do you have on blasting?
Oh man, it just depends on the day. Sometimes it's rap, sometimes it's rock. Sometimes it's Billie Eilish.
Come back, right? No, it depends on where. Like if you're going to the gym, of course you want to listen to something that hypes you up. But when you're going home, it's more mellow.
I've been struggling because I listen to so many everything. I listen to everything. So even just trying to find like a walkout song, I've been like in the car just trying to envision it. Like, no, this ain't it. Keep scrolling. So
Yeah, you see, and I'm pretty sure one of these days it'll hit you. You'll be driving and you're like, boom, that song. That's the one I want to walk out to. So.
What I'm waiting for.
By all means. Now, once again, I mean, of course, you say you have a coach/manager. I know he came up with your name, but he had posted it up there, and that's why I was like, man, let me reach out to her and see. I always like to get the perspective from somebody just stepping in because, of course, I mean, you see it on pay-per-view, you see it on TV, and you're thinking, man, I don't know if I can do that, but you are going to do that. Come May 21st, right?
Yes.
And you don't mind me asking, what weight class is this going to be at?
115.
Okay. And of course, right now, I mean, you've been training for over a year and a half, but have you just now, like recently, okay, you know what, let me start getting ready for this fight, or are you still waiting a little bit longer before you start getting ready? Like mentally ready?
I've really taken no break since I've started, any more than a couple of days off, and I feel like it's just too much, unless I'm like injured and need to like kind of baby something for a little bit. Other than that, I'm in the gym, so I kind of just stay ready.
Oh, definitely. Now, let me ask you, when it comes to fighting, I mean, of course, were you a fan of the sport? I mean, were you like, years back at home watching TV and thinking, man, I can get into this or I can definitely support this?
I was always fighting, so I like loved to fight, but I didn't ever think that I could get that far into it. I'm a huge Rose fan, Thug Rose. And so, watching her always was like, maybe I could, I don't know. But then getting in the gym and really consistency and, just dedication, it really takes you so far.
No. And let me ask you, when it comes to living in Florida, have you traveled anywhere else? I mean, outside the state, have you trained anywhere else, or has it just been in the state?
Just in these two gyms. I was in St. Louis for a little bit, not very long though. It was more like a cardio kickboxing type thing. Nothing, but out here it's just been these two gyms.
No, I mean, I can imagine. I mean, you're bringing up cardio. I mean, of course, the lighter weights, people always expect a fast pace, technical fight. What does your cardio consist of? What do you do out there? You jump in the ocean, go for a swim, or what's going on?
I do a strength and conditioning class every morning at Smith Brothers with Kevin Smith, and it requires a lot. But we do like a weight vest. We've got battle ropes, getting in the ring with weights, sparring right after. We just jump into class to class, so it's really back to back too. We'll do strength and conditioning, boxing, MMA, and then gi jujitsu, like right after another. And yeah.
And of course, I mean, you got to have cardio to last all those rounds, right? I mean, how often is? I mean, you say you train like 5-6 times a week, but I mean, is this like every day that you train like that?
Yes. Yes. And he also likes us to run every day as well on top of that. So.
Man, as long as he doesn't make you run from home all the way out there, because that'd be like, what, a 6-hour run?
I'll be there in 2 days, maybe.
Now, let me ask you, of course, I know they have posted flyers and you have some on your page, but when it comes to sponsors, I mean, of course, you're still looking for sponsors, right?
Yes, I still am. I have a couple right now, but I am still looking, and that'll go up until the 30th. So I have 2 options there. One's 200 and one's 300, and it's posted on my page.
Right. No, yeah. And of course, I mean, when it comes to sponsors, there's a lot of fighters that, I mean, I always tell them, you know what, it can be something that you do daily or weekly, whether it's your hairstylist, whether it's your mechanic. I mean, it can be something that simple, but I mean, of course, I mean, right now, I mean, you're looking to take, you're willing to see what people can offer you, right?
Yes, sir.
And now, of course, you said you have 5 kids, right?
I do. 5 boys.
And what are the ages? Oh, I was gonna say.
11, 10, 4, 3, and 1.
Okay, and being that it's all men, I mean, do they let you? Do they give you permission to go date, or are they like, hey, mom, we're enough?
I'm married.
Oh, okay, there you go. No, you see, and I apologize about that, but yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, that's enough to keep you busy at home. But I mean, well, let me ask you this. I mean, your husband, how does he feel about you doing this? I mean, is he a support? Is he supporting you?
He's super supportive, obviously, definitely my biggest supporter. He, picked up more hours at work, stays home more with the kids just so I can get my training in and to do this. So, yeah.
Wow. I mean, I got to give it to him because, of course, I mean, it works both ways. I mean, there's guys at the gym and the wife's at home or vice versa. But the fact that he's doing this for you, I mean, I give him props because, I'm pretty sure he's having fun at home with the kids. But yeah, that's a lot.
Yes. Yeah.
And now, I mean, training, of course, you're training 5-6 times a week. When it comes to nutrition, to your fit meals, what do you, what do they consist of? I mean, what is it that you stay away from or try to stay away from?
I'm bad. I just eat whatever. I've been trying to eat healthy. I'm a bad example of this because I've never had to really watch my weight. So, and I'm still trying to gain to get where, So I just try to eat healthy, but I eat a lot of chicken.
Well, there you go. That's something. That's broken. And I mean, because you train so much, I mean, do you schedule your times for meals, for snacks, or is it whenever you get a break?
Yeah, like I'm at training now. I'll come in and I'll work a little bit when I'm in my area, and I'll go home, make lunch, or then come back or train or just end it for the day, whatever. But I always make sure I can get there for dinner to have dinner for everybody and clean up, get them ready for bed, there to send them off to school in the morning.
Wow, yeah, I can only imagine. I got 2 kids, and yeah, even with 2, that was enough. But of course, you have the help from dad, so that's a good thing. Now, let me ask you, when it comes to, I mean, of course, you're just going to start, your career when it comes to kickboxing or Muay Thai. Are you going to venture into other platforms later on, like MMA or even jiu-jitsu grappling tournaments?
I'm not counting anything out. I'm just, like I said, taking it day by day and seeing where it takes me. It's been so amazing, but I see myself, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're enjoying it, I would say, because I mean, I've been covering the sport here in Texas for over 10 years, and there's guys. they're getting back into the groove. They want to have fun with it, so they're giving it another go. But I mean, as long as you're enjoying it, I'd say go ahead and keep doing it, right?
You're cutting out. Sorry.
Yeah, I think I lost you.
I love it.
No, but I mean, as long as you're enjoying it, I mean, when it comes to training, you're gonna keep doing it as long as you're healthy and able to, right?
Yes, absolutely. Like I said, I have no plans on stopping. It means so much to me.
And come fight night, come fight night. Is your husband gonna be there to watch?
Definitely.
And then how does he feel about that? Is he nervous? Is he kind of like scared?
Tell me, you got it, babe. You got it.
Okay.
You do this.
Yeah, you got six boys at home, kind of your husband. So of course, if you can do that, you can do anything, man.
Yep.
Now, when it comes to sponsors, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. But when it comes to sponsors, who's helping you right now for this bout?
Right now, I have Knockout Canada sponsoring me, and I have a gym or a barbershop called the Magic Razor sponsoring me. And then I've had a couple donations already, and then a couple possibilities going, but 2 confirmed right now: Knockout Canada and Magic Razor.
Oh, nice. And real quick, of course, you mentioned the 2 gyms that you train out of, but who are some of the people that you're getting to beat up and letting them beat you up?
I've got Lamont Downs, Adolfo, and then my coach Glenn Cannon that's at 12 rounds, and then over at Smith Brothers I have Coach Ray there, Kevin, and then I've got Jacob that lets me beat on him. He's a great partner of mine and also on the BKFC roster. I've got Ann Dolan Godin that's fought, going on her 3rd fight I think now. She lets me get some rounds in with her.
Nice.
Everybody and anybody, honestly, they're great gyms.
No, I can only imagine. I mean, the fact that they're supporting you this much, I mean, of course, you're returning the favor, training with them as well. So you give them something, a target to go after, right? Now, let me ask you, once again, I mean, your nickname, you said at Hell's Belle, right? That's what you're going to go with come fight night?
Lindsey, Hell's Belle, Michele.
And let everybody know, when it comes to fight night, what can they expect? Why should they go watch this fight?
It's going to be a show. I'm coming to win, just like she is, and I hope she's ready, because I will be.
No, there you go. Lindsey, I do appreciate this. I wish you best of luck. Of course, it's going to be on May 21st for the Nature Coast Fight League. And best of luck on fight night. But I'm going to be catching up with you after the fight and see how everything goes.
All right. Thank you so much.
Not a problem. Don't hang up yet. Everybody else out there, this is Spider, the Fight Card Podcast. Till next time, follow up.